back. We are back. No stocks, sir. No stocks, sir. You hear that a lot in the Philippines. And you got to understand why. Things are different here. They're not. You go to a store and you see something one day, you might go to that same store in the next week and not see that same item or see something totally different. But you got to understand why. The Philippines is a bunch of islands. They don't have an interstate system. They don't have easy delivery. They don't have ports that are like massive and can handle big ships, and the logistics that go into moving stuff around in the Philippines is terrible. They have some highways here, but they're few and far between, and that's just on Luzon. I don't think that the other islands have highways. They just have local roads. So getting stuff moved around the Philippines is really cumbersome and expensive. And a lot of stores, they sell the same stuff. They're all competing against each other, selling the same stuff, and you may or may not want that stuff. If you want something special and you go to a hardware store and you expect to find it, you're not going to find it. I couldn't find a step bit. I was looking for a step bit. I went all around the local hardware stores and whatever stores I had available. I couldn't find a step bit. I can find one now. I couldn't find one when I needed it. No stocks, sir. Nobody had any. And they barely knew what I was talking about. I had to show them a photo. So that's another thing. And if they don't know what it is and you can't explain it to you, the default answer is no stocks. They're not going to look. They're not going to look into it. If there's a language barrier or you can't explain yourself in a way that they can understand, the answer is going to be no stocks. Okay? So there's that too. You got employees that don't care if they sell you something. And if their English isn't practiced, they don't want to talk to you. And they just want you out of their face. So a lot of times they'll just tell you no stocks, and even if they're not really sure, that's just their default answer. Now, I'm not sure how often that happens, but it is really common to hear that no stocks, sir. And look, you got to keep your cool, man. You can't be losing your mind because places don't have stocks on something you might want. Just nobody cares. Chill out. All right. Say, all right, thank you very much, and move on. Even if you think they're lying, just thank you very much and move on. No problem. Go look for yourself to make sure. And when you find it, don't rub it in their face. If you find it, that's happened to me once. They said they didn't have stocks and they had stocks. So what? No big freaking deal. If you need something specific, you got to plan for it. You got to get it off Lazada. All right? If you don't want to pay an arm and a leg and you need something specific, do it. Like when I was setting up my solar and hooking up my DIY battery to my solar, there was a lot of little tools and parts that I needed. And if I could find it locally, it was way overpriced. Like I needed some battery lugs for the pretty thick wire. Number one, I couldn't find the wire that I needed anywhere. And I couldn't find the lugs to fit the wire once I found the wire. Except for Wilcon had it, the big hardware store. They had them. But they were 600 pesos per lug. One lug was 600 pesos. I'm like, man, what is this, gold-plated? It was just because, they're the only ones around that had it, and they could put whatever price they wanted on it. And there's really no deals in Wilcon anyways. All their crap is overpriced in Wilcon. But they got me once. I bought the lugs one time, made sure that was the size I needed, and then I went on Lazada, and I got 20 lugs for less than the price that I paid for one lug. So that's what you do. You don't put yourself in a position where you got to have something right now, because you're going to be driving all over hell and back to try to find it. You're likely not going to find it, and then you're going to order it online. So thankfully, Lazada's around. You can buy from Amazon. Some certain things that will ship here, and if you order $50 or more, it'll ship free here. That's not everything on Amazon, and you're not going to get your DeWalt drill batteries or tools that come with the battery. Like if you want a weed whacker or something, it comes with the battery. You're not going to get that shipped here. They're not going to ship the stuff with the batteries. So you got to get the battery stuff locally, at least from Amazon, or you can get off Lazada. But Amazon's not going to ship stuff with batteries. So no stocks. That's just the way it is. This is an island. These are islands. Even if they had interstates, they wouldn't have interstates between the islands. It's not the same as it is there. You're spoiled. You're spoiled that you have Walmart and you got Target and you got Sam's Club and Costco and whatever other stuff, and everything's in stock. That doesn't exist. In other parts of the world, in most of the parts of the world, it doesn't exist. It's not that way. Now, maybe in Europe it's okay, but you get outside of there and they're making a one-time buy from China and it's coming over on a shipping container, and when the stocks is gone, the stocks are gone. They're not getting regular shipments. They're not dealing this. It's complicated. It's super complicated. And you'll see semis driving around here and they're struggling. It's hard to drive a normal car around here, never mind a big truck. So props to the truck drivers around here. They're the only ones following any type of traffic laws, number one. And number two, they got fools pulling out in front of them all the time. It's just, I wouldn't want it. The roads are tiny. There's nowhere to park. I don't know how they make it. I don't know how they do it. But just get used to it. If you're gonna have a life here in the Philippines, you're gonna have no stocks. Just know that coming in. Don't be pissed off. Be respectful to the people around you and the staff. It's out of their control. And a lot of times you go to a restaurant, they don't have stuff on the menu. So what? It's out of their control. That's just the way it is. All right? Living in a third world country, it comes with challenges. That's just one of them. That's all I got to say about that. Like, comment, subscribe. No stocks. No stocks, sir. It's just the way it is.